Let's go and speak to Matt, who's a Crystal Palace fan. He was at the game. Matt, good evening.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right, Matty boy. Now, listen, what was that like when that free kick?
Honestly, mate. Honestly.
It's an exocet.
Oh, honestly, mate. It feels like you win the game. Honestly, mate. It was unbelievable. That whole crowd just lit up. It was unbelievable, mate.
It was.
Unbelievable. I think we deserved it. I think we deserved to get something out of that game.
Do you know, it felt a little bit like, Matt, I don't know whether you were at the game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge at the weekend, but Palace were pushing a little bit like that. And you felt that the goal, with 7 minutes come up on the clock, and I'm doing the Chelsea team, I'm thinking, that's going to be a long 7 minutes. As it turned out, it was. Kepa pulled off a great save. But I felt you could have got a point the weekend, and I felt you kind of deserved this point tonight as well.
100%, mate. 100%. Honestly, mate, I'm just buzzing. I don't know what to say. It was an unbelievable goal. I'll sit right in the Holmesdale, right behind the goal, and just to see that going, mate, in the last knocking. Yeah. Jason, it was unbelievable, mate. Honestly.
Well, you needed it as well because you needed it as well, Matt, because you're on a bit of a dodgy run.
We needed a few points on the ball. Do you know what I mean? We needed we've had a few shocking results lately, but we needed something today, and we got it.
What about the penalty? Did you see that or not? I mean, a lot of people are saying, some people are saying there's a touch, some people aren't. We're going to try and get a definitive answer. I didn't see a touch on the replays that I saw, but you're up the other end. I'm guessing you're going to say you didn't see it as well, Matt.
Up the other end, Jason, it's really hard to see down that other end. It's really hard to see, do you know what I mean? So, never a penalty. No, I don't think it was, do you know what I mean? But, no.
Listen, this might make you guys laugh and everyone else. Someone has tweeted in and said, if we remove McTominay from the pitch, it's not a penalty.
No, that's it. I totally agree.
Matt, have a safe journey home. Top man.
Jason, mate. Thanks.
Cheers, bud.
You take care.
Keep the calls coming. 03717 223344. If you're also at Ellen Road for that, I mean, it was a thrashing in the end. Cardiff, they pulled a couple of goals back, but really it was a one-way traffic from pretty much early on, if we're honest. But as I said, the big story in the Premier League is Manchester United dropped points late on. Elise's wonderful free kick and the Casemiro yellow card means that he misses the game. Big game at the weekend at Arsenal. Manchester United travel there. Arsenal in pole position right now. Aaron is a Man United fan. Aaron, good evening. Welcome to the Sports Bar.
Evening, Jason.
Well done. In fact, you remember my name. I'm the only one here because poor Dean Saunders has gone ill. He's not well.
Good, wish him good luck and speedy recovery.
Yeah, we will.
The main night caller earlier was at Mane.
So, say that again. Sorry.
The main night caller, he wasn't very positive.
Oh, Manny, yeah. Sorry, the caller. I do apologise. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I talked him round that you're going to get top four. This is what football.
Positive. Man United, third in the league, playing well, and fair play to Palace tonight.
Yeah,
brilliant free kick. Fair play to the 91st minute. Fair enough. Can't argue with it. They deserve it. But my reason for my call was Casemiro.
Yeah.
It ain't great. Like I say, when team lineup came up about just after 7, when I seen Casemiro play, it's like, does he not trust Fred and McTominay tonight? Should he brought him off after 60 minutes? It's all ifs, buts, maybes. Like I said, if Fred played tonight, he got booked. He wouldn't have played against Arsenal. So, what would you do? Would you play Fred and McTominay on Sunday?
I think that's what he will probably do. We don't know. I mean, that would be the first instincts that I'm thinking he'd go to. I don't think he's going to put Eriksen back there. Look, Man United, today's a bump in the road. You're playing well. The results will tell you that. Things tonight turned against you. I just think that Ten Hag, we were saying in the office, at 75, when McTominay came off the bench, he came off the bench around about 70 minutes.
Yeah.
70 minutes. I thought that moment, that was the time to take it. He's rolled the dice. He's got away with it. Casemiro does love a free kick. You know, that would have been... Look, he can't...
The other question is, what's your opinion on Wout Weghorst? Is it another Igalo Cavani kind of player?
Yes,
like, say, bring him in January, in 6 months. Let's see if he can get 5 to 8 goals. He's a stopgap because... Can I see him playing against Arsenal at the weekend? Starting? No, I don't.
No,
I think it'll go with Anthony, Garnacho, Rashford as the front three.
Yeah,
bit of speed.
Yeah, I mean, so Anthony was injured tonight, so he's got to go with something different. He's a plan B. I don't think it's the worst signing, but you never know until they turn up. He had a decent World Cup, scored 1 or 2 important goals. He didn't really, he couldn't really see what he'd done at Bournemouth, at Burnley, because Burnley was so poor and they were fighting relegation. I think you need to give him a little bit more than 70 minutes. Would be my advice, Aaron. You need to get...
What's your opinion on Mudryk, your new signing?
Don't know yet. Haven't seen him play. He's quick. I know that. He's like a greyhound. He's quick. I haven't seen enough of him. Again, the Premier League's such a strange league to try and adjust to. I'll reserve my judgment after I've seen maybe 15 to 20 games. We'll see then. Anything else you want to interview? I mean, do you want to do the show with me, Aaron? I haven't got Dino alongside me. Do you want to stay alongside me for a couple of callers?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, all right. You stay there. So Aaron is co-presenting the show with me. Brilliant stuff. Let's go and speak to one of his Man United supporting friends. Andy has dialed that number 03717223344. You're listening to the Sports Bar with me, Jason Cundy, and Aaron, the Man United fan. Andy, welcome aboard.
How you doing, buddy? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good night, mate. How are you?
Just got the feelings on Casemiro.
Go on.
I think he's actually trusted him tonight, obviously not to get a card. And towards the end there, Casemiro wasn't thinking about the Arsenal game, which good professionals don't think about the next game, think about the game they're playing.
Yeah, but I'm saying take that decision away from him. You know, the hard work was done. He'd rolled the dice. I heard Andy Goldstein on the way in saying he didn't want Casemiro to even start the game tonight.
Well, you play your best players.
I agree with that.
At the end of the day, we played 2 games. The last 2 games, we got 4 points. Yeah, you could argue maybe should have got penalty, but if the offside goal's not allowed, we wouldn't have got a point on Saturday. So we'd have ended up with 1 point out of 2 games.
Aaron, anything you want to say to you, mate?
Fellow Man United fan like yourself, mate. But when you just took him off after 60 minutes tonight, Casemiro, I'm not being horrible. I personally would have him on against Arsenal. He's better than Freddie McTominay, in my personal opinion. It would have been easier, but do you trust Freddie McTominay on Sunday?
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I go back to maybe the Roy Keane days, what have you. World-class midfielders have got to look after themselves in the middle of the park, and they do. Centre-halves at the back, like Jason was. You look after yourself and you play the game as you see it. I mean, he didn't have an hard game, to be fair. And there was just one missed-time tackle, which he had to make, otherwise Sahar was in. So he thought about it, and you could see he was thinking about it, and I think that's why it ended up being higher than it was. And maybe he was lucky not to get a red. Another day he might have got a red.
All right, Andy, thanks for the call. You're listening to the Sports Bar. Aaron, the Man United fan, and me, Jason Cundy. Get your calls in 03717 2233. You enjoying this, Aaron? Co-presenting the Sports Bar?
Yeah, great, mate.
Yeah,
I prefer it than listening to Clobby and 100% Mogs being here for them for a while.
All right, listen, do you want to hang around? Do you want to complete the section with me?
Yeah,
okay, so I'll tell you what's happening now. We've got Tom, the Crystal Palace fan. I'll let you introduce him, okay? Go on.
Hello, Tom, the Crystal Palace fan. Hope you're happy with the result tonight.
How's it going, guys? You both well?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Good. I am indeed. I'm delighted. I wanted to say I was on with Dean and Jamie the other week, and I was a little bit doom and gloom with our run-in and after the Spurs game. But yes, delighted with the result. But I want to give Vieira a bit of credit tonight because he was as bold as I've seen a Palace manager for years. I can't remember the last time we played 2 up top. He's made a few changes. He's brought Hughes in, who hasn't played 90 for God knows how long. And yeah, I just think, look, you know, we were on a bit of a run. We've stopped the rot, and I think when you look at United, nine games on the trot, 3 points every game. I'm delighted with that. I'll take that all day.
Aaron?
As a Palace fan, mate, I've seen Zaha out of contract end of the season. Do you want to get him to sign a new deal or not? And two, would you like a prolific striker up front?
I do. I mean, he's not been on it the last few games. I think he's going to go, and I can't blame him for doing that. I think part of me thinks it's maybe time to move on and try and, you know, use the funds to sign maybe a couple of players. I think that he's going to go eventually, and we need to we need to sort of be ready for that. So, look, any team,
what about
with a player like him, you're going to miss him, especially a team like us. So again,
prolific striker up front. You got Mateta, Edwards.
Listen, that's the one thing. The two up top. Edward did really well tonight, and I'm glad he got a chance because he's a good player. Mateta's not there for me, and we couldn't hold the ball up tonight. Just a quick one. Just want to give you boys on the two big decisions. I'll be really, really honest. I think we've got away with one with the pen. I think that's probably a pen. But by the rules, if we are doing this whole clear and obvious thing, it wasn't a clear and obvious mistake. So,
I think it was. Do you know what, Tom? I've just had a message in it. Who's it from? It's a tweet. I can't see who it's from. It said they showed a slow motion replay over in the US where he obviously is. McTominay touches it away, and the defender Richards gets his legs. It's a penalty, he says.
Richards puts a foot in. He doesn't get the ball, and I think it's McTominay's left foot then goes in as he's running. Yeah. The motion goes into the back.
Yeah, it goes into his leg because he tackled him. That's what you call a foul.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Like I say, that's a pen. But by the way, can I just say that's a red for Casemiro. He's gone in knee high.
Do you know what, Tom? We debated this in the office, okay? And here's my take on it. I think he wraps his legs around the thighs. I think it's not a red for me.
It's nearly going to his knee.
Yeah, but they don't. They've got you can't. For me, it was a really dangerous tackle. Really, if it got a red out, I don't think it. I think it's an orange. It's not a red.
You wouldn't have said that's a bad decision. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have said so. I get the yellow for me. I wasn't surprised to see a yellow. And he's a seasoned pro. He knows what he's doing. He knows he doesn't want to make contact with it. In the end, it was just wrapping his legs around. But
look, I mean, I'm all for a cynical foul. You like
them, do you?
The team, but the way he went in, I just think this, especially when you see the Reds these days, the standards, you can't take your feet off. I just think. I mean, whether I think that should be a red, probably not. But I think he's a tad lucky in this day. But yeah, listen, I'm delighted. Really, really.
Tom, congratulations. I know it feels like it's only a point, but what a big point that is.
Oh, it's massive. And like I say, it's just a bit of momentum, the way we did it. And we've got Newcastle at the weekend at home. So, really, really pleased tonight.
Top man. Cheers, Tom. Cheers, Tom. You listen to the Sports Bar. Aaron, the Man United fan, and me, Jason Cundy. Aaron, you're good at this. Have you ever done presenting before? Have you ever done it before, Aaron?
Nah, first time. I would like to take Pennant and O'Hara's job if possible.
Well, listen, where do you live? Can we get you a cab in?
Dorset, mate.
Right, listen, it's too far. So we just had a tweet in here from Tay Bennett. He said, "Give Aaron the United fan the job." They want you to have the job, Aaron.
Nah, it's all right, mate. Like I say, I love your channel, mate. I listen to it every night.
Right.
And